Bo, thank you for taking a few minutes to look at Simply Smart Training. We're excited because we think we're taking learning management systems to the next level. So let me explain real quick. I'm going to give you a quick overview of the dashboard, and we're going to go right into the training aspects. I believe you're probably doing some online training right now, and what I want to do is give you an additional level of accountability that you can really drill down to develop your staff as much as you want. So when I think about it, when you open up, this is the dashboard, this is the landing page, and what you're going to see is a big overview. For me, I like seeing a Kodak, where am I at? I have one particular store. For you, we could have a drop down with many. But when I look at this tells me exactly where I'm at with my training based on the date range that I have set. So this is between April 1st and August 5th. And I look, I see there's a couple past due, but I see there's some completed courses. So by mousing over, I'm able to see that. There could be other colors that are included. Scheduled means a course is for the future. Assigned means they've been assigned and they have not been touched. In progress means that they are in progress. They've done some portion of that training. Complete means they've completed all aspects of that training. And past due means they're just past the due date. Now, that's the overview. If you want to dig into the details, it's simple over here. And so when I look at this, if I wanted to do it by course or whatever I might be looking for, whether it was manager assigned or whether I assigned it to myself, and then you can drill down by team members. Now we do have the ability, if you've got multitudes of dealerships, that's not a big deal. I can tell you we can scale that for you as well. But really what I want to move into, like most management tools, do a lot of things. Like there's a really simple way to create your own content. Basically filling in a couple boxes, dropping in a PDF or a video. So I'm going to get into that in a minute. But that's how easy it is to build a course. It takes a matter of a minute or two to actually build a course once you know what you want. So you personalize all this to be your own. The same with the assessment questions. Each question stands on its own merits. I would basically put the question in, the course it's related to, and I would put in either true, false, or up to 4 different answers that we could have to answer it, and then we would select the correct one. It's pretty simple. Training responses, we can get into that. We'll talk about video assessments. Let's just go into the video library. What I want to do is show you really quickly what I think is the big difference for us. Well, I'm going to grab, it doesn't matter which course I take. I just want you to see what it looks like on a course that has all the information available. In this particular course, we have some optional PDFs, participants guides, process documentation, facilitator's guide. It could be a word track that you use. Like most learning management systems, LMSs, you're going to have a video. It's going to be the content. Again, you don't have to have a video. It could be a PDF. Again, getting into word tracks and so on is not a problem. You have a quiz. We all do knowledge checks. We want to know that you have gained something from that information from the video. But typically that's where the LMSs end. They don't give you a way to see and hear your employee talking about or having that conversation. What we wanted to do when we created this tool was we wanted to build that accountability, but we also wanted to hear the words, tone, and body language of the individual going through the scenario with the customer, whether it's a question or objection they have. And we're talking about mattresses. Look, when we get into sales, we know the basics of sales. We have to, it's either a FAT, Future Advantage benefit. There's different ways that we do our process. Whichever way you do it is yours, not a problem, but because they can all be facilitated from here. But what I want to do is get into it and think about this. At the point of sale, a customer comes in, they make a selection and they make a comment. And that point, when they make that comment, whatever it is, I need my husband. Hey, I need to go up the street and check and see because I saw it online cheaper up the street. I'm going to go check that out before I do it. Hey, do you have 0%? That may be a question. So whatever the response is at that point from your employee determines if that customer is going to stay and do business with you. And I want to be able to script that so they know what to say. I'm not going to ask them to make up something, but I want a way to rehearse it. See, in sales classes forever, in person, we've been able to pull people in front of the room and say, let's role play. Hey, what's your meet and greet sound like? Hi, welcome to Mattress Firm. You know what you want them to say, and we can script that out. So let's look at what a video assessment is. We know we've taken and we watched the video content and we've gained the information for whatever it is. Now I've taken my quiz, I've scored 100, now I've moved on to my video assessment. I go into the system. Hi, that's me right there. So here's what's really cool. What we found is when we talk to salespeople, and my background's 35 years in the car industry, so I'm going to lean on that a little bit, and it sounds like this: hey, give me your meet and greet, and it might sound like, hi, welcome to the dealership. My name's Tim, and yours? Have you been here before? You're here to see anybody in particular? Great, my name's Tim. I'll be happy to help you. Let me start with a couple questions to help you the very best. Maybe that's it, maybe it's not. But what if yours is completely different and you wanted to script that out for somebody? Well, we realized when we just asked somebody to tell us the information, they struggled. So we wanted to give them guidelines. So we actually included a teleprompter in the system that they can go through. Now here's the deal. I can go through and look at this, and I can set the size of the font up to what I'm most comfortable, and then I can speed it up or slow it down. I can make it whatever I want to do. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you what happens when we do this video assessment. Now, I want you to understand I can hide this video teleprompter at any point, and my goal isn't to always be a crutch in using a teleprompter, but I want them to know what I want them to say. So what's it look like? It counts down. Mr. Customer, I would not want you to do anything you don't feel comfortable doing. However, you're currently averaging 5,000 miles between your scheduled visits, and if you wait until your next visit, you'll probably need new tires due to the misalignments you currently have. The expense for replacement tires and then alignment will be 7 to 8 times what the $165 would be for alignments. Can I give the technician the okay to take care of that today? We can still have the vehicle ready to go at the original promise time. So I've completed that. Now, you would think that's where the end of it is. Now, I ask you, and you provided me your cell number, because our system uses SMS texting for a lot of the notifications. So if I'm a manager, what's going to happen, as soon as you see my face pop up, the manager's going to get a text, and it's going to say that they have a new video assessment to be reviewed. What will happen then is we can do it either from a cell phone, or I can do it from the computer. What I want to do is do it from the computer. Now keep in mind, we know, having trained 1,500 or more dealerships across the country, that we all speak different. We learned 10, 15 years ago that we can't say scripts because people run from them. Now what I want to do is I'm going to X out of here. I'm going to go over to my video assessment. I'm going to show you what it looks like within the manager system on what he's able to see. First off, if there were a number of them, you'd see new right here, and it would populate at the top. Then I could go over here and I could see different things like the course it was, the dealership, or the store in your case. Who was the user? That's my name. This is dummy user I put in the system as service manager. That's the date. I haven't rated it yet. I'm getting ready to. So what I want you to understand is when somebody role plays in front of a room, we're able to give them instant feedback. We rate them pretty quickly, and we say, hey, try it one more time while you're up there. But what's it look like if we do it virtually? Well, let's take a peek. Here's the video. How's he sound? Mr. Customer, I would not want you to do anything you don't feel comfortable doing. However, now my pace is probably okay. You know what? It needs more work. I agree with that, but it's probably acceptable. I said the right things. My tone's pretty good. I asked for the sale. I did the things I needed to. But because we know repetition's the mother of all skill, we've told people that forever, I'm gonna rate this as acceptable. But what I'm gonna say is turn off teleprompter and watch your speed. I mean, I sounded a little slow, like I wasn't sure of myself. See, those are the things we can see when we have this video assessment. And look, it even helps me fix my grammar because I'm not perfect. So now what I've done is I've rated it, and then I've gone down and given them feedback. And I've done this all virtually, either from my phone or my computer. the next thing I do is send it. But what I want you to see is down below where it talks about what is world class? Because world class turns off the follow-up. See, the system's set up to follow up with the individuals if they don't complete the course. So what's cool is because I'm doing this acceptable, on Mondays and Fridays, I'm going to get a notice that says, hey, you need to go back and redo that course because it's not done yet. So that saves your manager more time. So I'm going to go ahead and send this. It's going to go back to the individual via SMS text, and they're able to get it and hit a hyperlink and go right back. And I can show you this a little more in depth, but this component right here is what sets the tool apart. And when I sit down and I think about it, and we talked a little bit about the word tracks that we use, I want you to know every single course you can go back and edit the word tracks to whatever it is that you want to say. Mr. Customer, I would not want you to do anything you do not feel comfortable with. You know what? I'm going to look at this. I need to change that to originally, and then so here's how quick it is. It's one click and it's updated already, as you can see. Anyway, I'd like to show you a little bit more on the tool. We have some other stuff that might be fun for you. We have what's called impact training, which allows you to go in and create a return on investment for your stores. And that could be whatever you want to be. Maybe it's sales. Maybe it's something to do with customer satisfaction. It can be whatever you want it to be. But anyway, I really appreciate your time. In the essence of time, I'm already over 11 minutes. I'm going to end this, but I look forward to talking to you. I am going to create a user for you and a password. I'll use your email, and then your password is going to be your first initial, last name, all lowercase. And the site that you're going to be on is going to be called simplysmarttraining.net. And I will send all this to you in an email, but I just wanted to give you a quick overview. Sorry it took so long. I'll talk to you soon. Have a great day.